Hi guys, welcome back to another nail polish review, and this time I finally tried the Holotaco brand again. I haven't tried them in so long. I've only had like 5 nail polishes from them or something like that. So I was so happy to buy this Underglow collection. I also have a couple single nail polishes that I will eventually get to as well. But this is how the collection looks like. I love the packaging. It is so gorgeous. It's just so pretty. I just love these like kind of iridescent types of packaging. Like it just makes me happy. And let me show you all of the shades. So first up we have this beautiful shade called Moon Lagoon, and it is just gorgeous. It's just such a beautiful shade. It's kind of like purplish, just stunning shade. And it has this like kind of like blue to purple with like a little bit of almost like pinkish sheen to it. It's beautiful. It's just such a gorgeous color, and I think you can see really nicely the kind of like blue periwinkle base with that pink shift. Then the next shade, this is just such a beautiful beautiful shade. It's called Shadow Lake, and it's kind of like a deeper blue that has like a little bit of grayness to it, and this like kind of light blue shimmer running throughout. It's kind of like very neon royal blue shimmer. So gorgeous, so absolutely gorgeous. Then the next shade, also just so pretty. It's kind of like a white shade with a lot of kind of shimmer in it. It's called Swan Song, and it has this like iridescent blue, pink, purple sheen to it. Then the next one is just such a gorgeous purpley shade. It's called Vitamin Glow, and it's a really interesting formula. It kind of looks matte at first, but then you can see the kind of like pink almost like gold shine in it. It's really gorgeous. It's kind of like jelly shade, I would say. And then this shade is called Phantom Call. It is such a gorgeous duochrome multichrome. It has kind of like orange, pink, mauve tone to it. It's so gorgeous, and there's like a little bit of green as well if it really flips. This one is my favorite. It's also like the deepest one, and it's just stunning. Then you have the Cloud 9, which is a pink shade. And it has a little bit of like a iridescent pinky blue going in there, but it's very pinkish, and it's such a beautiful like very wintry pink. I just love this one, and I love that none of them are really like matte. They all have like that little bit of glaziness, that little bit of shine to it. So we're gonna start with the Moon Lagoon, and I mean, it is such a gorgeous color. It kind of reminds me of one of my Essie nail polishes. I can't remember the shade name of it, but I have an Essie nail polish that kind of has like a similar vibe to it. It just has a different flip, and it is so beautiful. It's not very pigmented, so you definitely need to do 3 layers, which I had to do, but it is so pretty. It is so just beyond beautiful. Then the shade Shadow Lake. This one is very jelly, very like it doesn't have a lot of pigment to it. So what I ended up doing is like layering a lot of product in one layer, and I think I did like 3 layers. I think ideally you want to do 4 lighter ones because what ended up happening is that the layers didn't dry up properly, and then they kind of like there was like bubbles and stuff happening in there. So probably the best way is to do like 4 very light ones to help up with the drying process. And then I have the Vitamin Glow. This one I think might be my favorite. Well, it's kind of in between this one and the Moon Lagoon, but it's just I love this shade. There's something special about it. It's kind of like light purple to blue, very kind of like lavenderish. And I'm a sucker for these shades. And also this one shines so beautifully. It's just a really so stunning. And this one I think lasted the best as well. Like I'm currently still wearing them, but they're kind of really weird. I think I've worn them for a week. And yeah, it's getting to be kind of weird now. But it's also because I kind of was in a hurry and didn't really make the layers thin enough, I would say. So yeah, definitely more layers, very thin. Then I have the shade Cloud 9, beautiful pink one. This one also has quite a bit of opacity. Like I was the most worried about this one because I just thought that there's not gonna be any coverage happening, especially after the first 3, but actually 2 layers are okay. Obviously, like it's kind of an iridescent shade, but honestly in 2 layers it covered up the nail really nicely. And then the shade Phantom Call, this one is opaque enough. I think it's one of the best shades from the collection. I love this. Like it's just, I can see myself wearing this shade a lot and kind of all year round. Then on the other hand, I kind of repeated the same thing, just my middle finger is different because I had to use the Swan Song, and I just kind of, at first I kind of thought that I could use that as a topper over the deeper blue shade called Shadow Lake, but then I was just kind of like not sure if I kind of wanted to show you how it looks like on its own. So that's what I used. And unless you're really close and like there's a lot of light shining, you can't really see the iridescent shift. It kind of just looks like an off bony white, at least on my nail. And it has a bit of like yellowiness to it when it's not, when there's no like light directly shining at it. So yeah, maybe I would just use it over like a black shade or something deep blue or something just deeper. Or maybe just like an accent. But here are the nails done. And I was very happy. Like I think they looked really nicely. This is right after I added my top coat, which I think was the SE top coat. I don't remember how it's called, but it's like a quick drying or something like that. And I think they all look really beautiful. But you definitely need to be careful. And I've heard that this formula is a lot less opaque and a lot thinner than their regular formulas. I had no separation or streakiness. I've heard a couple of people say that they've struggled with that, but honestly for me that didn't happen. I did shake the bottle a lot before I applied it, so I think that's kind of the reason. But yeah, I think if you shake it well, you shouldn't really have much of problems. And here's a close-up. I know that there's like, I haven't really cleaned the edges yet, so just forgive me. But as I said, I was in a hurry, so I did that a little later that day. But yeah, here's how they look like. Overall, I think it's a really nice collection, but you really have to buy it knowing the fact that it's gonna be a little bit maybe more annoying to use them. I genuinely think that the effect is worth it. So, but you have to figure that out for yourself. Anyways, I hope you've liked this video, and I'll be super happy to see you in another one. So have a great day and bye.